Okay, welcome to our new unit, which is a nonfiction book about food. It's called The Omnivore's Dilemma. You need to see me to get a book before you start any of this. So make sure you have the book in your hand. The two standards that you work on today are not new. Reading Information Standard 1, Making Inferences, and Reading Information Standard 2, Determining the Main or the Central Idea. So you're going to also see me to get a packet if you missed this day, because you need that. So you can't do any of this until you have the book and a packet. So once you have your packet, you're going to go ahead and do page 1 before you read anything. It looks like this. It's an anticipation guide. And basically, you're just going to fill out the column before reading, because you haven't read yet. And you're going to put on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being you strongly disagree with the statement, and 10 being you strongly agree. So where are you on that statement? So read the statement. Is eating healthy is important to me. So if eating healthy is really important to me and I agree, I'd put 10. If eating healthy is not important to me whatsoever, I put 1. Or if I'm somewhere in the middle, I put 5. Okay, and then go down the line and do that based on your own opinion. Okay? So, that's page 1. We're going to be completing pages 1 through 4 of the packet. The next step is page 2. And it says, order one of the 4 meals posted on the specials board. Now, what are the 4 meals? I'm going to show them to you right now. So you have to choose. So follow along on page 2 and choose one of these as I read them. Meal 1 is a McDonald's cheeseburger with large fries and a large Coke. Meal 2 is roasted organic chicken, roasted organic veggies, which are potatoes, kale, and red winter squash, steamed organic asparagus, spring mix salad, organic ice cream with organic blackberries. Meal 3 is brined and applewood smoked barbecue chicken, roasted sweet corn, arugula salad, and chocolate souffle. Meal 4, fava bean toasts and Sonoma boar pate, egg fettuccine with power fire morels, which are mushrooms, braised leg and grilled loin of wild Sonoma pig, wild East Bay yeast levain, which is bread, and a local garden salad. So make your choice on page 2, which looks like this. Put a check, and then answer the question, why did you choose this meal? Just be honest. Why did you choose it? So you can put the video on pause to do that. When you're done with that, we're going to move on to page 3. And page 3, you have to read the book to answer the question. So you're actually going to be reading the introduction of the book, okay? Read the introduction and do those 4 questions. So you don't have to use ACE for these. You can just make sure you're using complete sentences. And it asks you to use inferences and determining a central idea, which is what an omnivore's dilemma is. So hopefully by the end of your reading, you'll understand what the omnivore's dilemma is. So you're going to do page 3. Now, you're going to look at a sheet on page 4 that looks like, those are the questions. Can't seem to find it, but on page 4 of the packet, it says, which meal do you think comes from which food chain? So go back to those 4 meals. Here they are here. And Michael Pollan just explained to you 4 different food chains of the American food system. Industrial, industrial organic, local sustainable, and hunter-gatherer. So I want you to match these 4 meals up and which one goes with which. So which one do you think is industrial? Which one do you think is industrial organic? Match them up, and then why do you think that? So that's page 4. Now for homework, it's an ACE question. Okay, it's on page 5. So you're going to answer the question and put 2 quotes about the meal. Which of the Michael Pollan's food chains does the meal you chose at the beginning of the lesson best match? Why do you think that? Use evidence in the text to support your claim. So you can go back to page 4, and wherever you put the meal you chose, you could say, the meal I chose was the industrial meal. I think that it's the industrial meal because. And then you have to go back and find quotes about what an industrial meal is in order to prove that using ACE. So that's going to be homework, and that's going to be checked for these 2 things and collected next class. So that'll be the only homework. And that's it. And that was the first day of Omnivore's Dilemma.